What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Diamond Select Toys Pacific Rim Uprising Kaiju Hakuja. Alright, my zillions, kicking off the 2019 set of reviews with a little kaiju action here. We have the DST Pacific Rim Uprising Hakuja here. A really cool piece, and I really do want to thank the folks at DST for sending him along and for giving me all the support you guys have throughout the year with this line and trusting me to do some reviews for you guys. Very much appreciate it. I've really enjoyed taking a look at these, and I really think this might be the best of the bunch. It is the only full kaiju that we've got so far. We did get some of the we got a little deforms Raijin, but to get this dude, who's kind of the smallest of the kaijus, but this is a big figure, and it is pretty cool. A lot of paint, as you can see here, a lot of sculpt work, and you know, some articulation for something that's, you know, touted as a vinyl figure. This definitely has more articulation than most, though I do think there's some mixed plastics here. It's not just vinyl, but it is pretty cool, so let's take a better look at it. Taking a closer look at this guy, sculpt work is really good. The head is very nice. I dig it a lot. Check out all these little grooves here on the top part, and this front piece looks amazing. You got the pieces down here. You see the little eyes in there. They're picked out in blue. You see that? There you go. See them on both sides. It just looks really good. And then you got his mouth. A lot of little teeth in there, all done up in little yellow specks. His tongue is sculpted well. Do not try to move this tongue. It is glued in, so you know, you don't want to undo it from the glue there. It's not posable, so be careful with that. But it looks really good. There's a nice little texture on that, and I like the forked tongueness of it. His jaw is articulated around it, and that looks pretty good as well. I like how it ultimately falls there, but you cannot close his mouth all the way, so there's that. Don't try, because you're gonna break the tongue. You know, make it come loose off its moorings. I like these little spikes here. That looks pretty cool. All along the bottom here, you got sculpt work throughout. That looks really nice, all the way down to the tail, which is kind of a little bit of a devil tail there. On the front side, it's more armored. It feels really good. Texture all around here, so very nicely done. I like it a lot. His legs look good. Feet are nice with all these claws. Very well sculpted. I like these spikes. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that you really, you know, I feel like you didn't see before on this guy. And it looks pretty cool on both sides. So it's a really nice piece. Now, paint is, I have to say, a little bit all over the place. For the most part, it looks good. I like this, you know, kind of beigeish, yellowish paint around it. The blue on top of that, it's okay. It gets a little sloppy here and there, but for the most part, it isn't so bad. And then you got a lot of different colors here with this like kind of turquoise and the blue on the feet. It's kind of a little bit all over the place, you know, little, definitely not symmetric, which I think is good for a kaiju, but it's hard to tell, like, where it's, like, messy and where it's not, because it's just a little bit all over the place. It looks good for the most part. My biggest gripe would be with the yellow, this yellow, the, like, stripes, because I feel like it could have used another coat, and it just looks like, you know, whoever painted this, at least my particular one, just went, yeah, I'm done, you know. You know, it doesn't really look like it's on him. It just kind of looks like, the rest of it does, but that just really just looks like, you know, little swashes of paint all over the place, which is unfortunate. I feel like the rest of it doesn't look like that, and that does. It just looks like paint on top. And, you know, even up here you can see, like, it just, you know, could have been better. So for me, that is my biggest gripe with this figure, is that yellow paint. Otherwise, I feel like the paint is pretty good. It kind of bobs and weaves through like these reds and yellows, and even the blue around the you know, the feet kind of look all right. You know, like I don't really have a problem with them. I really do like this, you know, greenish, turquoise-ish color there. I think that looks pretty good all throughout, and how it's like distributed through the spikes in and out there. I think that looks really good with the brown base. I dig that. You know, inside his mouth is very blue. I don't know how. Yeah, there you go. So that looks pretty cool as well. And more turquoise there. There's I mean, there's a ton of paint on this guy. So the yellow being a gripe, you know, is kind of like washed away by the amount of paint that is put on this guy. So there you go. Otherwise, sculpt work is tremendous, and the paint does highlight it a lot. Taking a look at Kaiju Hachu. That joke isn't probably gotten old already. His articulation, you got a neck joint, you have a jaw joint, and you do see the little joint there, you know, is what it is. Then you have a hinge and a swivel at the shoulders. Swivel, oh, actually you have a swivel here at the elbow. And a further, is that a swivel? Oh, yes it is. It's a little tight, but it does swivel. So you got 1, 2 there. The hinge and swivel there. The next one has one. Has all that. That's pretty good. So you get a lot of joints on the legs, which is pretty cool. And the tail does move. It's only one joint on the tail, but it moves fine. So, and again, the vinyl part is the body, and then I guess this part as well. The like arms, the appendages here, and the head feel like a harder plastic. So I definitely think there's a mix going on here, which is fine by me. So pretty cool. I mean, it allows for better articulation, I think, throughout this figure. So again, this figure has pretty good articulation for, you know, again, what's boasted as a vinyl figure for the most part. Like, I want to stand him on here, but he does get a little front heavy. I'm sure you can finagle it, but right now mine's going down. So, but there you go. Time for some size comparisons, and here he is with the DST Valor Omega, which I will be reviewing shortly as well. Yes, I know they sent me Valor Omega before Hakuja, but I mean, come on, I had to review this guy first. And here he is with the Robot Spirit Gypsy Danger, and I like this. Whether or not it's accurate or not is debatable, but I do like them together. I like bigger kaiju with the Jaegers, so I think that looks pretty cool, actually. Here he is with the Hero Cross Mega Kaiju, which I won't spoil what the Mega Kaiju actually is, but yeah, funny. Here he is with the SH Monster Arts Gamera 3, so you can see, for you Monster Arts fans, how much bigger this dude is than this. $40 for this big guy here, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? And here he is with the newly arrived Fine Clover SSSS Gridman. It's pretty cool. I'll be reviewing that one soon as well. Stay tuned. But here's the comparison that we've all been waiting for, and here he is with the Sovi Spirit Hakuja, and yeah, this is like a baby version. Yeah, get on his back, have all kinds of adventures with his daddy here. Yeah, this is tiny, and they're like the same price. I mean, this was one of the worst figures of last year, in my opinion. I mean, just for price point and everything, this is just not good. In every way is the DST better. So, but size matters there. Overall, I think this is a pretty worthy piece for your collection, despite my issue with the yellow paint. Otherwise, I really think the paint is fine. Sculpt work is amazing. The articulation is really good for this type of figure. So I really can't complain about it because the price point is top notch. It's really great as far as that goes. So I mean, this is a no-brainer to get if you're a Pacific Rim fan, if you liked Uprising, if you like kaiju in general. This is definitely worth $40 for sure. So there you go. That is my review for the Diamond Select Toys Pacific Rim Uprising Kaiju Hakuja. Hakuja, whatever. So I'm done with Hakujas. Thanks again to DST for sending this guy along, and if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace out, peeps.